Welcome back to another video. Today is January 24th at about 8:37 in the morning. The jobless claims just came out and they kind of threw the futures into a bit of a tizzy. So we'll have to see how that plays out. We're most likely going to keep going sideways to down a little. That's my guess. If you look at the S&P, we're dancing right along this support line here, up here, which was the low area that was made back in October and all the way to December before we took that drop. But that's where we are now, is we're floating right about there, and we've been bouncing off of it the last couple of days. Hopefully we keep bouncing off of it, or even if we close below it, hopefully the next day we'd like pop right back up. But still, because we are still overbought on the oscillator, we're at 45, 40's overbought, we should get down below that even. Some sideways action is most likely what we're going to see, on the indexes at least. My hope is that even if the indexes are choppy to sideways or whatever, we might still see some small gains in some of these stocks. So my list, Square, which is the one that I'm in right now, has been tossed around a little. Yesterday was okay, and you can see I've got this pennant here. In other words, kept this lower line going, and now I'm drawing this upper line. Hopefully that is a pennant that will break out to the upside and not fail back down. We'll have to see, again, with sideways choppy kind of action coming or expected in the indexes. It might be hard for something like Square to get moving. We'll just see what happens. Keep the stops in place. ABMD looked good yesterday. It actually looked like it might have broken out. I was hoping it wouldn't because the volume was low, and it didn't. It's still within that little it's still above the ascending line, but approached the upper line but got stopped, which is good. That means that line is still in place. I don't want it to break out of that on low volume. I really want it to wait. What's today, the 24th? Its earnings are next week, 31st, so 1 week away. It may go before that. Or it may start maybe flagging under the line, start going completely sideways or down a bit. That'd be perfect. Canopy Growth, still in this little pennant. Yesterday was perfect, actually, just, kept that little pennant going. Let me give you the breakout points again. Canopy Growth's line is 45.20. ABMD is still 345. So this line right here, 345. Go to data. Data's still within this big symmetrical triangle. So if we're going to go sideways, it's perfect that these stocks are going sideways. Like, that's exactly what we want to see. Until the market itself begins to pop back up, just keep going sideways, fill out these patterns really nicely. So data's, I actually haven't adjusted this one, but data would be around 125.60 would be a good area. Again, I don't think it's going to break out like today. You never know if volume's going to rush in and take it higher. But again, if the market is going to start going sideways to slightly down, it would be better if the stocks themselves did the exact same thing and don't try to break out, because my guess is those breakouts will not be in very big volume, which will cause them to fail, like this one did, PAYC yesterday. The line was right there. It tried, didn't have the volume, couldn't get over. That level is still good though at 138. I have it at, but it's got to have volume. It's not going to get over there without any volume. So hopefully it gets some volume. Maybe it tries again. Maybe it comes back down. Maybe it flags and then it tries again. We'll see. I don't even know how to say this company's name. Shaler. Still got a little. I could probably draw a lower line there. It's an ascending triangle, really. Let me do that. Down here like that. There you go. And where does this one end up? Ooh, look at that. There you go. That breakup point would be around 46. This guy's really surprising me. Look at what this thing is doing. MongoDB. I almost wrote it off. I moved it out of my main watch list and moved it to a secondary list where I don't really pay that close attention. And now look at what this thing is doing. So again, if it comes up here, it'd be really nice if it like flags and consolidates under that upper line. I don't really want to give a buy point yet because I think it needs to do that. I wouldn't want to see it come up and just shoot straight through the upper line. I'd really like to see some consolidation underneath there. You can see there 88.65, somewhere around there, but I would really rather see it come up to the upper line and then like consolidate right there. If it punches through on huge volume, then go for it, but you know, I'd rather see a consolidation. And then PXD, there's that upper resistance line, but it seems like the oil's beginning to sag again. So Palo Alto holding up really well. Let me look at the other list here. Tandem, yeah, I got out of that. If you got in somewhere around here, you're probably still in good shape. You keep your stop down there. That's what I would do. And then if it can break to the upside again, you might still be good to go there. The line is starting to go side. Ooh, I didn't look at this one yesterday. That could be interesting. This could be interesting. 123.82 maybe. I'm sorry, 223.82. Might be interesting there. I'll draw the line later, but yeah, that could work. See what it does. And then OLED is failed. We'll get it out. Netflix. Okay, so that's going to need a lot of time. Keep an eye on it. It'll form some kind of ascending triangle, symmetrical triangle out of that. And then we'll have to see how it does. But yeah, that's it. So the next video would be Monday morning. If you find these helpful at all, please subscribe, comment, whatever. I'd like to get conversation going in the notes. That's no problem. And I'll see you on the next one.